Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Terry TV. Before I even get started, if you're joining this channel today, welcome. I'm about to change it. What? Yes, I think I'm going to change it to It's Terry because I noticed that a lot of people that have TV behind it, yes, it's kind of cool and fun and a catchy title, but they usually interview people. And I just sort of share my opinions about what's going on and, about art in general, about your philosophy, about hanging in there, fighting for your dreams. What is it I do? Who the heck am I? You know, and answering that question is very simple. My name is Terry Hardin, and I am a Disney Imagineer, Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer. And I worked for Jim Henson. I was very, very much involved in many Henson things, including Muppet 3D Theater, which was one of the first things I did with Jim. Very, very exciting and fun. And I've also done a lot of other things. Ghostbusters, which you see my little sculpture down here. He's just representing some of the things that I do in my work effort. But the bottom line is, if you want to know more, I have two Wikipedia pages. And then if you Google, sit back because there's lots and lots of information you can glean. And then you can ask me questions if you want. But it's going to be mainly taking a peek into my studio and getting an idea what I'm working on, how I'm working on it. And you get an official invitation to join my Patreon page. My Patreon page is called Terry's Tribe. You simply go to patreon.com/Terry Harden. And for as little as $5 a month, you can be a part of my page where every week we do a Zoom call. Now, right now, we are working on together. When is that Zoom call going to be? Some people like nighttime, some people like daytime. I don't think I have too many people that like the afternoon. So that's kind of narrowed down. We work together and collaborate on many things because many people are friends and fans of Disney, of Henson, of Lego, of space, of movies, of TV, etc., etc. It's like whatever you love. If I don't know about it, I want to know about it. So this is what happens is we have a good group of people there and your voice needs to be heard, and for $5 a month you get quite a chunk of goodies. So and the goodies are just here. The I give you my time basically, and $5 a month you kick that in, and I give you my time once a week in a Zoom call. Yeah. And then I also broadcast. We have a private Facebook page, but it's basically for you to share what you're passionate about and let us know about it. So, for example, we have a couple of rocket scientists in there who have shared with us some of the tips and challenges that they have of programming the rover on Mars. What? And then we have cast members who talk about the trials and tribulations of being a Disney cast member today versus before, what it's like to work with Walt. We do have people who have what it's like to see through the eyes of a child, or to what really cool thing happened at work, or what did you find that was special? Did you do a good deed? Did someone do something, a good deed for you? What are you feeling like? Or are you feeling kind of down, and why? Did something happen that made you feel bad? Something, who knows? Somebody said something that they shouldn't have, or said something that they thought was cool and it wasn't cool. Basically, it's a quiet, safe space on It's Terry to sit with me, and live once a week, and then on the Facebook page by, posting privately back and forth and just talking with the group. Sometimes you just need an ear. In Terry's Tribe is incredible listeners. Incredible listeners. Sometimes you just want to know that we care about you and we feel for you. I know that these past 2 years have been very challenging for yours truly, for Terry, if you will. And those challenges have been that I lost both of my parents. And I found that although I am of Christian faith, I thought when they crossed over, I would be, well, sad that they left, but happy that they're with other family members. But I found that there was more melancholy in there. And so we discussed this a lot in the tribe, in Terry's Tribe. So if you're interested, and you want to participate, don't go into the tribe thinking that your interests are not appreciated. But if you sit behind your name on a Zoom call and never say a word and listen to me and the group like a radio and then get upset because we talk mostly Disney, not going to work, is it? We need to hear from you to know what you like. So that's the deal. So basically, $5 a month, be a part of patreon.com/Terri Hardin. We would love to have you. Yep, we'd love to have you right there. And speaking of the Marshmallow Man, I'm sure many of you are wondering, where the heck is he? You pre-ordered him, and I told you I'd get it to you in December. I actually think I said by Christmas, but then certain things started to trip me up. And if I didn't stay in the loop with you guys or encourage you to reach out to me anytime you had a question, I apologize for that right up front. Because I got to tell you, from everything to the box, to the lining, to the uh, production, let's just say challenges. There were challenges. There were challenges. And yeah, there were challenges. And since I titled this Valentine's Day because it's February, maybe I should talk about that before I get into the Marshmallow Man. But don't let me forget. It's February, and you know what February means? February 14th, Sweethearts Day. I will say that Valentine's Day is the one time that I allow myself to have some candy. And I'm going to share this with you. There it is, my wonderful wedding picture. This is in a wine cave, and it's in the Calistoga Valley. And don't we look adorable? That was 21 years ago in the Calistoga Valley. We had a blast. Look at that bouquet. You know, when you're sweet people and you're in love, everyone wants to join you and connect with you. They really do. They want to do something nice for someone else, and we happen to be that someone else. So let me see. There I am. We happen to be that somewhere else in this picture. And it's really great. You can see how super happy I am in this picture. My expression is just delight because I'm marrying the love of my life. And you can see how happy he looks. You know, that's the wonderful things about guys. They're so regal. But, you know, as women, we just, you know, it's right all over our face. Can you see that? Yeah, it's just like we wear it like, you know, a jacket. Oh, you know. But we both kind of did that. And so Valentine's Day is a very exciting time for us. We usually, I have to say, for the two of us, we are so comfortable together. And this is why it's really good to wait. Wait, meaning that if you find someone that you think really gets you, really connects with you, take time, breathe, go easy, and don't rush into things, because it's so wonderful to understand and see. Just allow me a cup of tea here a little bit. These embers are so cool. But I don't want to get off the subject, but this mug is amazing. Anyway, the ember mug, amazing. Anyway, he and I, 21 years of marriage, but we were together off and on. We were friends. We've been friends since the 70s. And I'm just so blessed to have him in my life. So every month, every day, I try to show him in some sort of action or way. I don't wait for a Hallmark day to show him how much I love him. And I am happy to say he does the same thing for me, always making me feel beautiful and special, even if I'm covered in cement or clay or my nails are dirty, which is 99% of the time my nails are dirty. I'm always mostly 9 times out of 10 wearing grubby clothes. And when I'm sketching or drawing, barely get out of my pajamas, and he still loves me for it. So all I'm saying to you is if you have someone like that in your life who gets you, try to take your time to explore and understand how each one of you work and what are those little things that they love. There's a book, I think it's called The Five Love Languages or The Six Love Languages or something like that. And it starts to it talks about different ways that people need to hear about love. Me, I like to hear the words. I like to hear the words. And I really, as a very strong individual, like to feel confident that you have my back. And that's what Lindsay does for me. I can get really frazzled. I'm an artist. Artists run very, very hot and very, very cold. I'm on top of the world and then I'm kind of feeling low sometimes. And he's able to ride that comet, that bucking bronco, if you will, up and down, back and forth, and hang in there and just have my back. I will say, yeah, as an artist, I can sometimes get extreme. I don't like putting something someplace and then someplace safe. I call it the putting something someplace safe and then can't remember where that someplace safe is. And he can feel it. He can feel, been with me well enough and knows that he can feel when I'm about to, lose it. So he always does the best he can to help me understand that you never throw away anything when it comes to important stuff and even some unimportant stuff, that it's here somewhere. So just take a breath and think of something else and look somewhere else and do something else. And sure enough, he's absolutely right 90% of the time. The past 2 years have been very, very difficult, and he has seriously, seriously had my back. So for me, that's the love language. Just be there for me. If I need you to drive and I need you to just sit with me and I don't feel like talking, or I need to be taken by the ocean because I'm completely balled up or whatever, he just reads me very well. Now for him, he likes to be hugged, and he likes to me put my arm around him or slip my hand in his belt loop at the back of his pants. He really likes that physical contact, and that's really special. And that's knowing with someone that you care about, what is it? Some people need to hear I love you. They need you to look into their eyes and say, I love you. I really enjoy that. But you don't have to tell it to me constantly because the actions speak louder, in my opinion. Some people want to see every holiday observed, and that's why we come to Valentine's Day. Here's the thing. Valentine's Day, in reality, is a day where this year, more than the year previously, and it seems like every year, gets more and more and more expensive. It's very, very challenging for a couple who's had their anniversary on that day to not have to budget for it. I actually had several couples who told me they thought it was wonderful to get married on Valentine's Day. But hindsight being 2020, it costs them so much when they want to celebrate their anniversary. And if you love each other, I won't say every day is Valentine's Day, but another day can be Valentine's Day, can't it? Another day can be Valentine's Day. Love is in the air, and another day can be it. So for us, we picked the 16th with a possibly 17th or 15th, because if it hits on a weekend and we're both semi-retired, well, he's retired and I'm semi-retired, that we can pick another day. And we like to pick the day after Valentine's Day because candy can be on sale. And so can flowers, or flowers will go back to where they were before Valentine's Day, because a lot of companies, I don't know if you've noticed, if you want to deliver on Valentine's Day, it's an extra higher fee. Shame, but it's an extra higher fee. If you want to eat at a restaurant on Valentine's Day, always or mostly, I have found very crowded and can be noisy and can be a challenge. I'm not saying it's all like that. It just can be challenging if it's on the day. Whereas if you wait a couple days later, dust clears, things are cool. The restaurant's happy because you haven't crammed it all on the same day. You're happier because maybe you get that corner table with a candle, just the two of you on a certain time of the day. It's just something to think about, guys. I'm not saying you have to do it. You can easily do a wonderful dinner at home. So here's what my husband did for me not too long ago. And he's so clever. This is what I love. You know, and I wish I had one to show you, but just imagine a water bottle, the ones you buy. So your whatever brand it is, Arrowhead, Aquafina, whatever, but those little plastic water bottles. And have you noticed that those plastic water bottles are getting thinner and thinner with the plastic? It's like you open it up and you wear half of it if you buy one of those bottles. Now, if you're one of those people that has a water bottle, I'm not talking about those super industrious mega size ones that you all seem to be carrying, or you need a few Nubian slaves to help you carry them. Or a few animal, you need a few friends. I should say that better, because back in the day, that's what they said. And what I mean is you need a lot more people to help you do that than to carry your water bottle. But I'm getting back to the water bottle. We're getting back to the regular water bottle. And if let me just point out that if anything that I say gets to you or bothers you, let me know. Because mine is not to offend. Mine is to be good and kind with you guys, okay? Anyway, you get a water bottle. I'm on Valentine's Day. He gets a water bottle and he takes his phone. Okay, here it is. And he puts it on he hits the flashlight on his phone and he sets it on the table like this. So it's right set like this. And then he puts and he turns on the flashlight and it's a full water bottle and it makes a lantern because the light shines up into the bottle. And he doesn't, he flips it over so that he can put it right over where the light source is, right? And it shines through the bottle and makes a beautiful lantern, very romantic lantern. During the fires, our power went out, and that's what he did for us to eat. We decided to have some champagne and some shrimp, and it was dark. What else were we going to do? We were not in a fire zone, so we made the best of the power outage. And it was a very romantic dinner with this light that he made. So there's all kinds of clever things you can do with it. If you have your anniversary on the 14th and you look at it and you just say, gee, I don't want to spend $200 or $300 on the holiday. I would like to spend that on you and me and do something special. You could actually cook together and create something wonderful and sit down to a meal or curl up and watch your favorite movie or video. There's a ton of them out there right now that are looking to get chosen or considered for Academy Awards. So you could do that too, cuddle up under your favorite weighted blanket and have a good time. My point is, I think more and more people are getting creative with Valentine's Day. Yeah. So just a couple of suggestions. Many of you guys have the Cricut machine. You can make your own pop-up card. It'd be amazing. Even, sell some to your friends and stuff, and then you made a little bank as well. Anyway, my point is that this is the season, as I tell you on February 3rd, as I mentioned to you on February 3rd, this is the season to be creative, no matter what it is. It could be a nice letter. It could be a letter, a cool letter that you write to that special someone that tells you why you make them feel beautiful. I just did that for my husband not too long ago. I wrote a letter to him that said, you are the one person that always makes me feel beautiful no matter what. And the thing is about writing it down rather than typing it is that it shows great effort. And you don't have to handwrite it. I know sometimes cursive can be a little hard to read. I handwrote mine, and mine's actually a googly mess, but I read it to him, and now he has a video with me reading it to him. So there's a ton of things you can do, guys. You don't have to be, uh, the imperfections are what made things so sweet, you know. Um, when we were going out, we cooked together a lot. And now we sometimes cook, but one of the things that really touches my heart about my husband Lindsay is that he cooks dinner once in a while. For years when he was working, I always did the dinner, and the dinner is the hard part. Well, menu planning is the hard part, isn't it? Menu planning is just like, ugh, really? Do I have to? But you do, because he's working and he's bringing home the bacon, so to speak, allowing me to sculpt and work inside my studio, which is also, I do earn a good living, not an amazing living, but a good one, as an artist. And it's amazing because I have all kinds of friends like you, and that's what's exciting. Is I am wealthy in spirit, and so happy to have people that I care about and care about me, and my friends too. So, but my point is that he's going to work every day. He was, and the job he didn't necessarily love. I mean, there are jobs you love, and then there are jobs that are kind of meh, you know. And but you do it because you feel this is the best. This is what you do. And so as a thank you, I made breakfast, lunch, and dinner for us for, gosh, most of our time married together, about 20 years or so. And I didn't mind it. Brought him tea every morning, brought him breakfast in bed, you know. On our family day, we have a special day, everything. So it's just really special. And I thought, it being February, why don't I share with you a couple things? And if you have any questions in the comments, or you want me to elaborate on a couple of things or share a couple of things, we're just always smiling. I think that's the reason my spirit is so um, outgoing. I'm an outgoing person to begin with. Could you tell? But I love it. But anyway, so there you go. There you go. Just wanted to talk to you about that. There you go. Okay, so the Marshmallow Man, if you ordered one and you're wondering where the heck, you thought I would forget, didn't you? You're wondering where the heck is that Marshmallow Man? I'll wrap this up by telling you exactly what's going on with him. I actually spent my weekend working on getting it all put together, and here is the little box. So what happens is you got your Marshmallow Man here, and your Marshmallow Man is numbered and signed by me. Now, the little guy in the foreground is actually my clay sculpture. So I sculpt in clay. I tend to like an oil-based clay called Chavant. You want to know more about it? Reach out. It's called Chavant. Chavant is a wonderful type of clay, and you can get it from, I think I buy it from Sculpture House, but I used to buy it directly from Chavant. So I can't remember because I usually get a lot of it. But this, I like this clay because it's both pliable and hard. You can hold it. You see how I can just touch it like this and it doesn't squoosh, or it doesn't ruin the facial of it or anything. You can just pick it up. So the way you do it is you can heat it up in a microwave. I suggest a dedicated microwave. Or you can put it under an incandescent light being this light right here that's in the front. See how it's one of those like desk lamps? I'm just lifting it up so you can see it. There you go. But anyway, once that's done, I have a company where everything we do is by hand. Nothing is printed. No 3D printed, none of that. I want my hands on it. My tool touches the clay. My tool touches the man himself. So you start with the clay. I send him to my friend and colleague who's part of my team. He molds it and paints it and finishes it up. There he is. Isn't he cute? He's wonderful. And then they're numbered on the bottom. Here it is. They're numbered on the bottom. Oh, I have him upside down. Let me turn him around for you. They're numbered on the bottom. This is number 1 of 50. This is actually mine. And then I hand sign every single one of them. So let's be absolutely clear of what I'm telling you. Marshmallow Man is hand painted. Every single one is painted by hand. There is no mass manufacturing, and there are only 50 available of any edition that I do. Period. End of story. Just, that's my attention span, basically. Then, and if you fall in love with him and you want him, you get to pick your number. Now, right now, I will say half of them are gone, but half of them are still available. If you find you're seeing this for the first time and you're like, must have one, then what you do is you go to my website, which is terrihardin.com. Here it is. Ta-da! The bar at the top has my online store out in words. So you'll see events and things on that bar that all websites seem to have. And at the top, it says online store. You just click that. It takes you directly to the store. You order it there on my online store. Simple, simple, simple. Now, when you do that, should you want one, you must give me 3 number choices because, like I said, some are gone. Like number 2 is gone. Okay. Number 15 is gone. Already ordered by someone else, etc., etc. Number 33 is ordered by somebody else. You follow me? So that's why I want 1 of 3 numbers, and then I will reach out to you and let you know which one is available. Now, for those of you who've already ordered, I know I've had a terrible delay, and I apologize for that. But here he is finally, and as you can see in the background here, these are the boxes all assembled because I assemble each box by hand. Are you getting the theme here? Each box and all of this image and then the handwriting here, everything done by me. I've also created a certificate of authenticity, all put together by me. I did that in Photoshop, so I'm not like sticking and gluing. I mean, that would be a little nuts with all the wonderful stuff we have now. But my point is then I sign each one, each certificate, and I put in the number that you order in there. And then we box it up and we ship it out to you. If you want to, I'm going to be at an event. For example, one of my friends, Lori, she reached out after a broadcast and she said, hey, you're coming to speak at my ladies committee. Can you bring it then? Of course I can. Of course I can. So I will bring it to you and then you'll have it in your hot little hands. And otherwise I will ship it out to you. There are about 25 left. So go to but understand that they're not $49. They're not. They're close to, they're like 200 and they're on a special price right now, 280 something. But I will be raising the price in about a month. So if you want it, raise it about $10, but I'll raise it about $10 in a month because it was really the pre-sale price, but I didn't feel good about not getting it to the people that I didn't get it to. So I'm kind of extending it for a while to everybody. And I think that's a really good idea. So box, this lovely bow I came up with. There'll be beautiful tissue paper inside. And then I will either put it in a special packing box to ship it to you safely, or it will be in a bag and I'll hand it to you. But either way, if you want one, think about it. No pressure. But I wanted you all to know they're finally on their way. Finally on their way, right? Right. And I'm sorry it took so long, but you cannot push the post office. And boxes got delayed and my art got delayed. I have it printed at a very special place. And they informed me that the place that makes the labels and stickers and things that I needed for this box the machine broke down. So it had to be repaired before they could run them and then get them to me. And those I go and pick up because I figure, if I can save you money, that's what I want to do. But understand, everything is done by hand. This little guy is sculpted by hand. And everything I do is sculpted by hand or sewn by hand, or I'm just not into doing the other. And I think that's going to be a very special thing in the art world, is that you're going to paint with brushes and actual paint. You're not going to AI it, or you're not going to computerize it. If you do, that's you. But I'm saying more and more artists are looking to do the hardcore practical stuff. And I've been that way all my life, and I love it. So if you want one of my pieces, go ahead and go to my online store, go to my website, which is here. Look on online store, and there's a plethora of things in there that are available. I just sold out of Jiminy Cricket, but everything else is there. So I hope you take a look, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And until next time, do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel a whole lot better. And I hope when I see you next time, this will be, it's Terry and no longer Terry TV. It's time for a change, guys, isn't it? And I hope you will go right along enjoying it with me as I start to mix it up in a bit. But more content coming your way, quality content, and I look forward to sharing with you. All right, guys, love, hugs, do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel a whole lot better, as I just said. And bye for now. Until next time.